The first element to a project like this is to create the file. So here I've got the Brother ScanNCut Type Converter right here saved in a special file on my computer, and I just click to open it. Using this tool could not be easier. You can see I've got my folder here where I just open it up, and it's such a simple program. I was just so delighted with this when I first loaded it up. So you type in your characters. I'm typing in Happy Spring, and then you can pick whatever font you would like. And what I like is that I can change it around. So if I'm not sure exactly what font I want, if I want it bold, if I want it normal, you know, whatever I might like, whatever size, I can pick a couple different sizes here. Whatever I want to do to adjust it, I can do so. I can also preview it, which will show me how the cut file is saving. And when I'm ready, I just click save, and it will pull up, and it's going to say, you know, that you want to save it. Yes, we want to save it. I like saving it to the computer, to this file, just so that if I want to make a couple, I can go ahead and make a couple. Then I am going to, the way that I'm going to do this, I am going to put this on a USB drive and transfer it to my machine. Super easy. I'm just inserting this into my laptop here. And then I'm going to copy this. This is the way that I do it. Okay, and I'm going to paste it. It's all good. Now I can just eject that device. And once it's ejected, I can pull this out, and we're ready to go to the ScanNCut. Now the app itself, I don't know, call it an app, whatever you're going to call it, program for the computer, it's really basic, but here's where it gets funky and wild. When you get into your ScanNCut machine, I'm just going to say okay, and I'm going to go into add because I've already started playing here. So you go into save data, because I used a USB, there it is right there, and put that in there. That's where I'm looking. So everything on that drive, I like using it. A USB drive. For me, it works well because I rarely ever have my computer on and my ScanNCut on at the same time. Usually I'm doing batches of things on the computer, and then hours, if not days later, I'm coming in here to play with the ScanNCut. So if that's how you craft, then for you, it might be better to do like what I'm doing here, which is to just use a USB drive. But of course, if you have activated your online so you can do stuff wirelessly, so you can send stuff to Canvas. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can get information to and from your computer in the machine. So what I'm going to do is move this art out of my way. And then here's the thing up here with supplies, where all that is. Those are, each letter saves as an individual file, which I think is completely awesome. Because what that means is if I wanted to move stuff around, if I wanted to, say, for example, take letters and put them in a little different positioning, maybe I'm working on a scrapbook layout here. Maybe I'm doing something where I want just like a little more funkiness here. Well, guess what? It would be super easy. Because you can see I've got all kinds of, I mean, I can do anything I want. But before I get too far gone here, I'm going to click right here and click this red button before I get too crazy. And then I'm just going to zoom up so that only that one word is in there and say okay. And I'm going to say okay. And then right here, that just unites them. It doesn't do anything except make them all move as one. And then right here, I'm just going to change this up a bit because I want that word to, those letters to be bigger. If I hit an edge, I just need to adjust a little. Okay. So if I go back up in here and click a second time, if I click that, it would add that. If I click this, okay, so it's selected, it's unselected. We want it unselected, okay. Again, I can go in there, move it, size it. You guys get the idea, right? You guys will have to let me know if you want to see more videos where we play around with here's what happened, here's how to fix it, all that kind of stuff. You'll have to let me know. But once we've got everything the way we like it, we can say, okay, and yes, it says art supplies to go, and we can go ahead and cut it out. Any material you want. We could be going absolutely wild. The possibilities with this easy of access to any font you have on your computer is just blowing my mind right now. I'm going to start with some iron-on material and cut.